teach you how to make some almond milk. This is my first time making it, so stay tuned for the recipe. Okay guys, so what I did here is measure out 1 cup of almonds. Now you can choose sliced almonds or you can choose whole unsalted almonds. I put it in just a measuring cup, and then I measured out 2 cups of water just to cover on the almonds. So that's what it looks like after 12 hours of soaking. So I let it rest all night, and now we can make our almond milk this morning. So now what I'm gonna do is rinse off all of the almonds. So just pour out all the water, kind of give them a little bit of a shake, rinse them off. Okay, now what you want to do is take your almonds and put them in your blender. First time. And then take 4 cups of water and put it on top. Now guys, at this point you can add some vanilla, you can add any sort of flavoring that you like. You could just leave it plain like this. I have some vanilla from Mexico that my friend brought me, so I'm gonna put a teaspoon of that in there. But like I said, you can add whatever you'd like or just have it plain. So I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla here. And then what you want to do is just put on the lid and put it on your blender and gently pulse it. So I was blending it for about a minute and it started to get foamy, and I don't see any large pieces other than that big chunk on the side, which I will take off. And it smells delicious, you guys. It looks really good. So now what you want to do is strain it. So I'll set that up and show you. Okay, so what I've done is gotten quite a large bowl, enough to fit 4 cups of almond milk. I've put in like a mesh strainer as well as some cheesecloth, because what we're going to do is drain off our almond milk, and we're going to have all the pulp that's going to be left. So we don't want that in our almond milk. We can save that for making something else later. There's quite a bit in the bottom, so I might just save that in another little bowl. And I'm just going to kind of press it down a little bit. And it's kind of sitting in its own milk, so I'm just going to take it up and start to kind of squeeze all of the almond milk out of the almond pulp. And I was looking online, and there's actually a lot of things that you can do with this almond pulp. You can put it in your baking. The one video I was watching, which I'll link below, she was actually suggesting to bake it and then put it on like a cookie tray, and you can brown all of the little almond chips and make some sort of like little crunch that you can put on salads, that you could probably put in baking. What I'm going to do is store all of this almond milk in just a large mason jar and then put it in the fridge. I don't know if I'll be able to pour it, but we'll try. Nice. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm really interested in trying it. I'll grab a glass and see what it's like. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm a little nervous. I think like it smells really good. It smells like just almonds and vanilla. It doesn't smell funky or anything. Yeah, like it tastes like any sort of almond milk you would buy in the store. It tastes pretty good. Like it doesn't really have much of a flavor. But now I kind of want to test the other almond milk and see what it's like. So what I'm going to do is, this has now become a taste testing video. And I'm going to compare my homemade almond milk with Almond So Fresh Unsweetened Original. So it's going to be a little different because it doesn't have the vanilla in it. But, and plus it's cold versus mine is just warm from the counter. But I want to do a little comparison. So right off the bat, I noticed that Almond So Fresh is a lot thicker. And it has a more, like it has a stronger flavor. So mine tastes a lot watery, a lot more watered down than Almond So Fresh. Like I was saying, this video isn't about just making almond milk. This video is also about why I decided to make almond milk. And I think it goes back to basically why I want to make this channel or why I want to produce these videos. It's because I understand that we have a bit of a problem of cardboard and recycling and consumable products that have all this packaging. And I feel like, well, I know that for myself, I go through one, it could be even 2 of these a week. That's crazy. Even though I can recycle them, they only go through recycling like a couple times before they're thrown in the landfill. My understanding. If anyone disagrees with me, just put it in the comments below. But this is my understanding, that it only goes through recycling a couple times and then it's actually either landfill or incinerator. I think that's a horrible way that we're promoting, that we're living in. You know, we have one earth and we're knowledgeable, educated people, yet we believe in putting our garbage in the earth and just covering it up. How does that make any sense? So my whole idea is that if I can make my own products, if I can learn how to make almond milk and stop buying almond milk, then I feel like I'm supporting something I believe in. I'm supporting a more sustainable, self-sufficient society where we don't have to look too far for the things that we need to sustain us. So my hope is that in the future, what I could do is have little baggies that I can buy almonds. So I have a reusable bag that I can go into Bulk Barn or wherever you can buy just almonds whole, and buy my almonds, blend it with water, and put it in a mason jar. Having zero waste that way, or very little waste in my opinion, is going to be a lot better for the environment in the long run. We need to think of, you know, use almost permaculture principles in our daily lives. How are we going to implement certain ways of living that is going to be good for our future generations? How are we going to live that promotes environment that is prosperous instead of depleting Earth's resources and not putting in place any sort of long-term future goals? So really the point of everything for me is living a low environmental footprint as possible. Even though my almond milk is a bit watered down and does not have the flavor of the one that I normally buy, for me it's important that I stick with, you know, choosing almonds and grinding them up and making almond milk versus just buying it, because it supports something I really
wholeheartedly believe in, which is sustainable, sustainable practices. And I know these have, what, 3 ingredients? Hopefully you guys like this video. I know it kind of is a little different than what I've been doing. If you like the bit of a change, just give me a like at the bottom. If you have anything to add, if you support me, or if you want to debate me, come on, I want to hear whatever people have to say. I think it's really important that we have an open communication with what's going on in our world and how to make it better. And I really hope that you guys follow me and see the progression of my life and how I'm able to use more sustainable, environmentally friendly practices. So I really appreciate any sort of support you have, and I look forward to your comments in the future. So stay tuned, and I hope you watch the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.